Hey people, you're welcome to another interesting episode of the MMG Show with your favorite radio, Primus Radio. This is where I'll be loading you up with the best movies, music, and spicy gist. I am your host, Faith Adioye, aka Effie, and I will be right back.
We got London on the track. Classic. Kid on the beat, but I run a
Say she look into my eyes and she seeing designers. Gucci, Dolce & Gabbana. Yeah, say she look into my eyes and she seeing designer. Yeah, Dolce & Gabbana. Got me going banana. Yeah, pass me the co, pass me the cho, pass me the thing where they make me go. Pass me the code, it makes me slow. Pass me the ho, the ho. When I look into your eyes, all I see is your waist.
Welcome back to the MMG Show on Primus Video, guys. Let us move on to the first segment where I've been letting you guys know interesting movies you should be watching right now. And the first movie on my list for this segment today is A Nice Girl Like You. A Nice Girl Like You is a 2020 American romantic comedy film. Oh my god, this movie is not funny. This movie is not romantic. I don't say it is boring, but I'm sure that when you watch it, you might actually have a totally different opinion for what I do. But on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll be rating this movie a 4/10. Alright, so the next movie on my list is Palm Springs. Palm Springs is a 2020 American romantic comedy film, and it follows the story of two strangers who meet at a Palm Springs wedding only to get stuck in a time loop. This movie is actually very interesting. The chemistry is amazing. The movie is actually very fun. It is hilarious, but most of all, it is very intelligent. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm rating this movie a 7/10. The last movie on my list for this segment is Fatal Affair. Fatal Affair is a 2020 American psychological thriller film, and it follows the story of a woman who tries to amend her marriage after a brief encounter with an old friend. This movie is currently showing on Netflix, and on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm rating this movie a 5/10. Alright, so that brings us to the end of the movie segment. Let's move on to the next segment of the show, which is the music segment. We're going straight into that after this music break. Stay tuned to the MMG Show with Primus Radio.
Anywhere I go, mo láti padà sílé mi. Cause my mommy won't want to leave me. I know one me person tell me say I'm too lazy. Olúwa bọ̀nà of leleni. As I dey hustle, like I dey buy your okun lazy. No go talk, say me I'm too lazy. Anywhere I go, mo láti padà sílé mi. Cause my mommy won't want to leave me. Funkilla. I go show you wonder.
Welcome guys to the music segment. This is where I'll be giving you some interesting songs that you can jam to. And the first song on my list is Jason Derulo's Savage Love. Enjoy, guys.
If I woke up without you, I don't know what I would do. Thought I could be single forever till I met you. Usually don't be falling fast. You got a way of keeping me coming back to back. I just found out the only reason that you loving me was to get back at your ex-lover, but before you leave, usually I would never even care. Baby, I know you're creeping, I feel it in the air. Every night and every day, I try to make you stay, but you're savage love. Did somebody break your heart? Looking like an angel, but you're savage love. When you kiss me, I know you don't get two fucks, but I still want that. You're savage love.
Welcome back. That was Jason Derulo's Savage Love. Alright, so the next song on my list is AG Baby by Adekunle Gold. Enjoy, guys.
They see me falling, they won't copy. And I see them, but you wanna be your number one father. Original, don't dada. Them they underrate, man, they don't know nothing. I propagate the movement you see now. Number one papa, hey, original Batman trailer. Mologo, they don't know ya. Baby, I'm a logo, I don't show, they don't know ya.
So for the third song, I have Smile by Wizkid. Enjoy, guys.
Substance. It's easy when the love don't hide. No, I had to learn from my mistakes. Company creates companions. So right, yeah, baby, both say I love your smile. Girl, I love it when you smile. Do like I love your laugh, yeah. I love it when you smile. Say I would do anything for my love, yeah. I would do anything for my love, yeah. Oh Lord, run inside the building up your flame just to be with my love.
And finally, for this segment, I have Naira Marley's Aye. Enjoy, guys.
Tẹ́lẹ̀ la máa ń fọ́ fún wọn wípé kàn má wà lóru torí pé àwa ti jáde àmọ́ nísìnyí tó bá wà lọ́sàn tó bá wà lóru àwa ń bẹ nígbẹ́ àwòdẹ̀ lè fọ́ fún wọn torí pé àwa ń tí ń gàṣà àwòdẹ̀ lè sá fún wọn. Ayé yóò lé o, ayé yóò lé, ayé ló máa yé lé, ayé ló máa yé lé. Nínú ayé ló ti rí táyé, ayé ló máa yé lé, ayé ló máa yé lé. Ayé yóò lé o, ayé yóò lé, ayé ló máa yé lé, ayé ló máa yé lé. Nínú ayé.
Alright, so that brings us to the end of the music segment. Let's move to the last segment of the show, which is the gist segment. We'll be going straight into that after this music break. Don't go anywhere, guys. Keep it locked down to the Primus Radio. Welcome to the last segment of the show, guys, which is the gist segment. Alright, so it is no longer news to the Big Brother Naija fans that the show is back. And let me say it again, that if you've not heard, the BB Naija is back. On Sunday, the biggest reality show in Africa came back on screen with the promise of glee, drama, controversies, and premium entertainment. The show, which was tagged Lockdown Edition, commenced with a live show hosted as usual by Ebuka Obi Uchindu, who unveiled the 20 new housemates to be kept in the Big Brother house for 10 weeks. The show has kept social media buzzing already as usual. Trust Nigerians now. And Nigerians have already started comments about their favorite housemate. Alright, so some of these housemates that people are really talking about are a busty Dorothy who broke the internet immediately she came on the show. There are two Malians who represented, a prince from the east, the youngest contestant Nengi, who is 22 years old, and a rapper Lekon. Oh God, people are really talking about this guy. A lot of people were bashing him that why did he wear what he wore to the show? Why does he look like that and all? He's actually better than the way he looks. Lekon is a definition of don't judge a book by its cover. Alright, so the good news is that housemates will be competing for an 85 million naira winner takes all prize. Wow. And also the BB Naija winner tag. Alright, I know we sure can't wait to see all the dramas these housemates will bring this year. I really cannot wait to see what they have in store. Like, what do they have to offer? I really cannot wait to watch all this drama. Alright, so moving on, social media influencer Ade Damola Adewale, popularly known as Ade herself, who was charged with fraud by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), has been granted a 500,000 naira bail by an Ikeja Special Offences Court. Do you guys remember this Egungun Be Careful song? This Egungun Be Careful na express they go by Obisiri. I hope Ade herself Egungun will now be careful. I hope and pray for her that Egungun will finally calm down now. Okay guys, so that brings us to the end of this week's episode of the MMG Show with your favorite radio, Primus Radio. Thank you guys for always tuning into the show, and also don't forget to join me again same time next week for another interesting episode of the show. I remain your baby girl Faith Adeoye, aka Fa. Remember guys, as I will always say, stay safe and stay healthy. I love you guys so much.
This is a production of Primus Radio.